A big hello to everybody watching this. My name is BarriKade, and welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. This is part 2, and we will be diving right back in where we left off, after a particularly nasty gunfight with a bunch of criminal scum, because we're absolutely here on perfectly legitimate reasons, looking for our adopted, estranged father, Raymond Black. Alright, we have myself, James Francis, we have Carter, who is our estranged brother's Lone Star commander, I think. And we have, of course, Duncan Wu, who is the brother in question. Toko, an illegal street drug made from the leaked kamikaze formula. Adds +1 body, +1 strength, and +1 willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user is attacked, strength increases. Well, I mean, even if we don't take it, it's good for a cell. Alright, down here, there's a command console. Security checkpoint. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wu stares at the fence, considering. Loops and whorls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Guess we better find another way around. Duncan nods his agreement. Think you can get the gate open, Carter? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. She's competent. In Cantonese, James. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. She's competent? I know. She runs the riot squad I'm assigned to. He continues in Cantonese. We speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. Those endless drills are about to pay off. It's coming back. Won't be a problem. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Did you doubt it? His back still to you. Nope. The silence between you gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sudden, wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Well done, Carter. You are damn good at this. All right. And now we're in Hong Kong proper. Oh, gangsters. The light from the nearby vendor's stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting, as rough voices drift in on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen them yet. We just got here. The voice becomes irritated. Long Way's probably waiting for us so we can haul it out of the boat for him. That lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might better take them out now, while we've got the element of surprise on our side. Ambushing enemies! While unaware hostiles are on the screen, press the unholster button to enter turn-based combat. Well. Let's enter turn-based. Duncan, you go first. Get the mage! First rule of Shadowrunning, geek the mage first. I have no idea why I shot the guy with the less chance of hitting. Alright. Can you nail both of them? Yes, you can. How'd it go, Carter? Manaball! Well, that's one dead. And one halfway dead. Well, my friend, you seem to have run out of options. Damn it! Alright, get him, Duncan. Well, that was easy. Now we're just gonna go and, loot the... Yeah, another basic medkit, I'll take that. Now we loot the corpses of the fallen, because we're class acts. Ooh, I might be a mage. I just kind of shoved that box to the power of my mind. Oh yeah. We got 1 karma. Alright, now karma in this game is what you use to level up. It's essentially experience. So we're going to click on the symbol over here. And then down at the bottom of the screen, where is the little person symbol, we'll click on that. James Francis, BarriKade. Alright, now we're going to spend 1 point of karma. And do you know what we're going to do with that 1 point of karma? I don't know either. I mean, probably nothing if we're honest. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to save that 1 point of karma. Oh no, take spellcasting 1. Ha ha ha. No. We are not going to take any of the magic because I am not one of the awakened. Thank you very much. Okay. Now what do we have? It's gone quiet. I'm not sure I like that. Is there anything down here that we can... Aha! Something to pick up. See? Always explore. 51 Nuyen! Nuyen, by the way, is the international equivalent of $1 now. Everyone uses it. I can't quite remember the reason for that in the Shadowrun canon, but hey. What the? You don't look like Raymond. Alright. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers in the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, taking that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know what they're about to go down. Someone who doesn't know that they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster, along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Carter backs him up. She whips her arm forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. All right, everyone just keep cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun at Little Wu's face. Little late for that, isn't it? Actually, you know what? This guy's kind of a little blasé. You put your hands in your pockets. Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults. How about we all put our guns away before someone gets hurt? The thick troll snorts a laugh. That guy looks like he could use an enema. Something we can do for you, officer? Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. Keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. You were going to meet with Raymond? Mm-hmm. Keep talking. The troll's yellow-brown tusks shift into a smile again. You needed friends, the heavily armed kind. The old man hired us to take you all on a little excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you. He takes a moment, looks them over. They're an odd assortment. A cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyberdeck slung on her back, and a tall man standing behind them, inscrutable, all with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. The troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So, yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The looks in their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a fine red mist. Cloud. A fine red mist cloud. Yeah. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. She's right. Let's focus on Raymond. You can tell the orc girl's had enough of the tension. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him to Kowloon Walled City. Kowloon Walled... Let me do that one again. The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats cling to her hip and shoulder, poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the Walled City? Some, right? I've heard of it. The girl sneers, rolling her eyes. It's a shithole, the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrows flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The walled city's the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of Nuyen, and you gotta eat right. Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Interesting story. Seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? The troll flashes you a smile that's all tusks and no warmth. Okay, Gan, I'll tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all gonna put our guns down. Oh, Jesus! Carter! Okay. Snipers, take cover. Yeah, this bench will really do me some good. Get behind the wall. Ha-ha! The sound of high-caliber rifle shots hangs in the air, and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. The orc girl streams from cover. Nightjar! Nightjar! Come on, big man, talk to me! Got shot? No. No. She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good. A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. This is the police! Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head, and come out where we can see you. You just tried to shoot me with a sniper rifle, I don't think so. Duncan Wu! James Francis! Come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Oh, they know our names. Duncan, make a run for it. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm law enforcement. Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him. Her voice is flat. Save your breath. They won't listen. Use your eyes! These bastards aren't here to make arrests! A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her in an explosion of plaster. Stay down! Duncan, are you hurt? Everyone pipe down! Just give me a minute! The rat girl stares at the ground intently, as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady, and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lip moving soundlessly. She snaps out of her trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need the rent-a-cops, Gobbet. We're the only ones. The little orc whips her head towards her friend. Their extra firepower is, I got us an exit, but we're going to get past the heat, and we can't shoot our way out of this on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. She turns to you, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick to cover, and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Hey, now we've got an entire team. Alright. Well, I really don't want to get shot, so Duncan needs to move up. There we go. Attaboy, Dunk. Aha! Stay in cover. I will attempt to do so. Can I get behind that? Nope. Alright. Guess we're moving up. Sorry. Oh, that Carter's corpse is just floating. Alright, everyone. That was a rather dramatic turn of events. Let's have some fun. Hello! That was a pretty poor grenade. Still! Ah! Oh no! Ooh. Alright, well, this is bad for us. Well, okay. Miss whatever your face is. You are really badly wounded. Let's heal that up. Shazam! And put some rounds into the captain over here. And you know what? BarriKade thinks that's a wonderful idea. Or he would if he was a decent shot. Sadly, he's not. Also sadly, Duncan is. This woman is just tough. There we go. Not so tough anymore. Ow! Stop it! Alright, Duncan, end this guy. You didn't end him. That's unfortunate. What's that? A smart proximity grenade. Okay. Let's cast haste on Duncan, I guess? He's really the most combat-y, it seems. So, yeah, let's put a round again into this guy. And now we're gonna try... Hey! Well done, BarriKade. Okay. I guess leg it now. To the access point! Decking! Deactivate the drones! The police drones power down. Yay! I mean, you're entirely exposed now, but... Whoa! Look at the little dwarf run. Oof. Excuse you, sir. Okay, so where are we meant to be going? All the way up there. Alright, well, we can do that. We can do that. Crud. Alright, over here first. Aha! Perfect cover. Put a round into the conjurer. Yeah, we don't want any spirits helping out there. I guess that's probably the best bet. Run, BarriKade! Duncan will absolutely cover the back. Alright, and Gobbet will make a leg for it. Leg it! Alright, and Duncan's now going to move where Gobbet was, I guess. Yeah, that was... good shot there, buddy. Oh, well, I guess we get to meet our first fire spirit. Thankfully, it's as bad a shot as the rest of them. What? Damn it. Alright, well, this is not great for us. Not going to lie. Hey, I marked the target. I would like to shoot her in the face. I shot her in the face, but it didn't do much. Alright, moving up behind the police vehicle. Ah, Duncan can tag that. Nice, well done, Duncan, you actually can tag that. Okay, come on, Gobbet. Well, I guess it's Izzy now. Take out the Conjurer, and the spirit goes too. Really need to do a fighting approach. Oh, that's bad. Thankfully those drones are down. Let's try and target the HKPF guard. So that'll be Hong Kong Police Force, I take it. Bang! Aha! Duncan! Duncan, I nailed him! Are you proud of me yet, Duncan? Alright. Enough of these shenanigans. Alright. Duncan is hasted. He can move up to there. That's cover, right? And nail this guy! Well done. Let's see what kind of opposition we're facing here. Nothing so far. Alright, let's reload that grenade launcher. So each of the weapons has a set number of shots and a set range. And when they run out of shots, it takes a turn to reload them. There are perks and equipment that you can get that reduce that. Some that make it a free action, but for now, we're paying for it. Alright. Now that one guy is just really persistent. I actually feel bad about shooting him in the face in a minute. Alright. Behind the bins. Rubbish bins. In between the box there. Alright. Behind the rubbish bins. Run for it, BarriKade. Duncan is also out of ammo. But it's okay, because he can run. He's going to sprint to join his brother, because he's the only family he has left. And not because the Shadowrunners are absolutely going to use us as bait and then abandon us to die. Alright, I get it. You really want us, buddy. But it's not going to happen. Okay. So, what is her name? What? Shy Dwarf. We don't actually know her name. She's Iz, apparently. Alright, make it for the entrance. There we go. Alright, so that yellow symbol means we have to get there. And the 2 next to it means it'll take us 2 turns to get there. So we're going to click, and BarriKade is going to join Shy Dwarf and probably get his brains blown out. Now, can she... No, she can't. Alright, well, she's going to have to leg it to there. Duncan is going to reload, his police training kicking in. He doesn't have Overwatch, sadly. So he's just going to leg it. This leaves the young Gobbet, I believe her name was, in a very dire situation. I have played this game, but not for a long time. And then Gobbet runs! Gobbet runs? Ah, okay. So if you didn't have line of sight, you couldn't actually interact with it. There we go. Escape! Alright. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway of the street. The rat shaman guides you from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements, and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, you make your way into the sewers below Victoria Harbour. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs, and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, you can see they're nearly the same age. No more than 20, 21 tops. What were their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gotshot. Kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. She inhales a cleansing breath. Nitro was a good guy. Always had our backs. Isabel's and mine. Isabel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. She looks to her friend. Are we clear? Gobbet looks back the way you came. I think we've shaken them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we're clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from the cops. He pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake, I am a cop. We noticed. There's a Lone Star sergeant dead back there, damn it. She was... Wu starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. Then we're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy. You have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Iz and I, we're out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. He's not her friend, he's her foster father. She looks straight at you. Her tone is flat. And he's probably a dead man. Sorry, but it's the truth. Wu isn't listening. You can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls his security-grade PDA from its holster on his left leg, raises it, and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops, confused, and then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network! He looks up at you. My law enforcement status has been revoked. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us, James. You and me both. I figured as much. You heard them on the loudspeaker. They knew our names. Wu glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Fucking hell! His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. Suddenly, he turns and slinks his PDA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. The orc mouths an okay to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel, let's... She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again, until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing, broken glass, and circuit board. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, and points at the pile of scrap she's created. Police issue. They can trace you through that. She turns to you, hand out. Yours too. It's on the network. Smash it yourself. We bury our own. You crush the PDA to shards under your foot while Isabel looks on you blankly. Good. She looks over at Gobbet, sighs, then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you and Duncan. Burners. I suppose it's the least we could do. Have your help back there. Thanks. Now what? Now we go out of the sewer and head our separate ways. Right, Iz? Isabel isn't listening. She's staring open-mouthed at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating her horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go. Right now. Isabel's voice is monotone, but emphatic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They're after us too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Your own face stares back at you from the upper left corner of the screen. And in breaking news, just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Hainan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Your image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and James Francis, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isabel pop up on the screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Gobbet's face. Oh, shit. Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell, known only as the White Star, maintains ties to the state of Henan, and it is purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force's Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who'll be making a statement. Beyond the newscaster, a video window displays the location of your firefight in Victoria Harbour. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters, but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Crate sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We have already issued an all-points bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap into the HKPF flash code at the bottom of your screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. The PDF switches off the newscast and clips. The Decker switches off her newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sounds but the roar of sewer water running through the pipes. Gobbet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her rats scurry for a new position. I thought we were fucked before. Wu's voice is eerily calm. But now we are well and truly fucked. We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Wu's mouth tightens. Not this time, James. He begins stalking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. It doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. Isabel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe. And the 2 of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Gobbet wide-eyes the exits, tight as a spring. You can hear shallow panting as she leans toward one, then the other. We gotta go deep. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find some hole to crawl into. Gobbet looks at Isabel, wipes her mouth, and points at you and Duncan. We gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. The dwarf looks at Duncan, and her large eyes narrow. Hey, Lone Star, you've got a security license, right? That means you got a SIN, too. Wu's brow furrows. Of course I have a SIN. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes get sinless. She runs her hands along her cyberdeck, thinking. That means you can be traced. Both of you. You get spotted by a drone or security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner, or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Wu crosses his arms across his chest. I know how a system identification number works, Runner. Etiquette, Shadowrun. We're gonna have to burn our sins if we're gonna survive this. The 2 women nod. You got that right, Seattle. Gobbet pulls at her dreadlocks. We're just as screwed as you are. Me and Iz, we were listed as your accomplices. We cannot afford for you to get caught. You lead him to us one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. The little Decker looks up from you to Will, eyes narrowed, sizing you up. You can see her make a slight decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned. Delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. You want us to just erase our identities? Wu rubs a hand across his scalp. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work? If we burn our sins, go off the grid like that, won't they just redouble their efforts to find us? Condescension sweeps its way into Isabel's dry tone. Imagine playing a game of hide-and-seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren, or with the siren conspicuously absent? Let's just get on with it. What do we have to do? Gobbet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person whom we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Cheng. Let me guess, this Kindly Cheng is some sort of underworld hard-ass. Like a walnut. She's what known as a straw sandal, kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. They're triad. Kindly Cheng controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood, Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Middle manager. Is the Yellow Locust a syndicate or a retail outlet? Gobbet leans in, serious as death. Do not get the wrong impression. Kindly Cheng is no bureaucrat. She controls a good-sized portion of Kulon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources. She's smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Isabel's voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Cheng is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nitrar's job. Nitrar's job? You mean you work with her? What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the Corps. Kindly Cheng is our fixer. Gobbet tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on her good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down on us. Alright, that seems like a fantastic place to leave it for the evening, with Kada dead, Nitrar dead, and Gutshot, the guy we have no attachment to whatsoever, completely dead. Alright, that took a turn for the worse. Still, we have a goal now. We're going to go and get our sins burned, our identities removed from the system, and hopefully we're going to go a little underground, meet up with the Triad, and find out what we can do. I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed playing for you. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoyed and you would like to see more. Please leave a comment if you want to give me some hints on how to play the game, or if you just want to tell me that the video is terrible and you wish I would stop. Either way, take care, have a fantastic day, and be good to one another. BarriKade.